Alright, hello everyone, welcome to X11 while we really quickly just once again set up some things. And yes, we are in 11 today because this is the max 8 and the max 8 does not work in 12 because of course it doesn't. Otherwise I would be using 12. We're in Salalah in Oman and we're flying to Doha. I'm in a completely wrong place. I'm trying to open this up on my laptop here. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Now we've got it opened up. So we are ready to go. We are on the network. We're heading towards Doha. I don't know why the sand thing is showing up here. This scenery has autogate. We're going to that Doha scenery that I have that I modified that one time. And the flight time should be about, well, 600 miles, so about an hour and a half or so. We will go ahead and get, yes, the ground handling to go away. The doors to be closed. Better push back.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
We want to go to runway 07. And that means pushing back this way.
Ground to cockpit, the tow is driving up now.
I gotta pull out the chart. Ooh, so. I gotta look at this this departure chart here. Which one was it? It's the Dexa 1 uniform. What the hell is this maneuver? Why can't we just take the 1 Quebec?
Okay, all the doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
I don't understand, but that's not my problem at the end of the day. I will say though, since it is a little bit night, so dark, I'll turn on the terrain radar once we get out of here.
Ground to cockpit, the tow truck is connected and the bypass plane is inserted. Please release the parking brakes. Starting the pushback, you may start the engines in sequence.
Start with engine number 2. That's the wrong button. That's what I meant. That's the page that was already on there. I don't know why I decided to cycle it. You know what? It is what it is. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
We need large electronic devices, laptop computers, to be turned off and stowed.
Start engine number 1.
Made it.
Alright. Flight controls full left, full right, full left, full right, full up, full down, up, full down. Move my wires out of the way. Rudders. Full left, full right, full left, full right. Fantastic. And tune one's all good. Flaps 5 for takeoff, and auto brake to RTO. APU shut off, engines continuous. If you bleed off, packs on, isolation can stay on auto. Everything looks fine upstairs. We're good here. 380 we're climbing up to tonight. Well, this morning in the sim time. It's not in real time. It's what, 5 a.m. in the sim in this place, Salalah. 9 p.m. for me there. 1 hour ahead, so that'd be 4 a.m. So that'd be what? 7 hours ahead, yeah. I mean, well, here's the Zulu time.
Operation complete. Please set the parking brake. Disconnecting the tool. Please stand by.
We'll get the wing light on as well.
Please be seated for departure.
Oh shit, that actually works in this plane.
The tool is disconnected and the bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right hand side. We'll see you next time. Have a great flight.
Hi, Avgate. Fucking X-plane being the darkest thing on the entire Earth. Okay, we got the hand signal now. It's crazy to me that these guys have these Max 8s now. A few of them. They fly them on very short flights in the Middle East for the most part. But this is an interesting one. There's good scenery for Salalah. So I felt like doing this one out of all the options. Don't we just hate X-plane? Nah. Shit. I forgot to do one thing. Always forget. Hardware. There we go. Since when do we have the Max? For a very long time, actually. It's been in the game, in the sim since 1985. No, it's been in the sim for years. What the hell am I doing? I want to save these configuration. Oh, since when did they have the Max? You see, I saw X-plane in the previous thing, and then I saw you saying, since May, or April, or March. May, I think. Early May. One of those months. End of winter, beginning of summer. Sort of time. I'll just say in the spring. That's when they got these planes. These planes. I was gonna turn on the terrain radar. Yeah, you see that's why I want the terrain radar on. We are not derating today because I'm afraid that we're going to hit a mountain if we do. Frankly, I should be able to just climb straight away, so we should be fine. Motherfucker. So how are you doing, Peterkins? Or not Peterkins, fucking Avgi. I was thinking of Peterkins because fucking Livingston Letterman's online as ATC. And then I associated him with Peterkins because Peterkins does ATC. So, I don't even know. The logic there is unfollowable. And I haven't seen him in a while too, so wondering where he is. You're stressed out, school is hell. Yeah, school is pretty hell. Hate it. Towards the dark. He almost ran a runway at Cayman Brack last night in this plane. Livingston is L. Why? And you were flying this thing out of Cayman Brack? Actually, no, they do fly it into Cayman Brack. But Cayman Brack is a pretty crazy place to fly this thing into. I gotta do a flight there if that's scenery, and I've never used it. I also have a scenery for Grand Cayman, the payware one. I don't know if it's any good, but I bought it. I think it's for 12 only though, so. Although I don't remember, and I don't even remember who made that scenery, so. Yeah, I know Miami to there is a real flight. Yeah, I know there's a good Cayman Brack scenery. I have it. I just haven't had the time to use it yet. And for a moment, for one split second, I mixed up Cayman Brack and Little Cayman. And that's what that was.
Approaching 07.
I might have to do some terrain avoidance if, which is why the damn thing wanted me to turn right after takeoff. I understand now. That being said, this plane is a beast, so it should be able to go straight on, but I'm kind of scared that I can't see that
On
mountain, so I
runway
might hit it.
07.
Clock. Alright, thrust 40%. Toga. I have to avoid that to the right, don't I? At least a little bit. Airspeed's alive, took longer than I anticipated. Got my flight directors alive. Cross check.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive brake.
Gyro. Just keeping the climb rate up just so I can cover these mountains here. That's it. You're gonna do work now, see you later. Yep, see ya, Avgeek. Have fun. Come on, 737, you can climb, I know you can. 5,400 feet's the highest fucking mountain in this area, and I'm still at 4,000 only. Alright, you can smooth it out now a little bit.
Hello?
Hello?
Are you streaming?
Yes.
Where to?
Doha.
Tonight?
To Doha.
Oh. Are you flying thin air?
No.
What are you flying?
Qatar.
Qatar.
On their newest plane.
350, 737 Max?
737 MAX.
Oh yeah. Still flying manually, nice.
Yeah. There's a mountain. It's now below me, but there was a mountain, so I rocketed.
I see.
When I say rocketed, I kept the vertical speed up and the speed low so that I'd clear it. It should be fine now. Boom.
I have some confirmed information about the RVSM that you might want to know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can, in RVSM airspace, you have to have it on at all times. You can't, like, you know, fly to level and then engage it. And also, you may disconnect if you need to, in any abnormal situation. And the total loss of the autopilot leads to the loss of RVSM capability. So they're gonna, like, make you go down to flight level 280 or something. Because it starts at flight level 285.
Yeah. But we're still at
And
level
yeah.
8.5.
Yeah, yeah. Just, you know, saying in
So
general.
we're good. Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you can disconnect to retrim the aircraft, you know.
Yeah. This plane is powerful
No, back
as all
in the
hell.
day, there was no fucking RVSM limitations.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah, back in the good old days.
Ten 10,000 feet.
They used to fly.
I'll
You
turn on
know,
the autopilot.
they used to fly to like cruise levels back in the days. Quite usually, actually. I mean, I think it's rather boring nowadays, but I think it's it makes so much sense, you know, feeling the aircraft more, you know, no fly-by-wire or something.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
way.
No, I was gonna do something and I was gonna check what the transition altitude is. I forgot. It's 150. Okay. No, wait. 130.
Okay.
Stupid chart being sidey side
Well-
instead of up and down.
I'll be back later on.
Okay.
Okay. See you for now.
See you. Auto brake off. It doesn't do that automatically, even though it should. Or wait. It does it on some... It does it on Airbus. And I'm pretty sure it does it on, for example, the 757, but it doesn't do it on the MAX. Or any 737. Now that I think about it. Where's the lights in this plane? Or are they just not? Oh, it's over here. I'll set it to cruise. Well, I'll set it to nighttime. Shit. This looks ass. Standard now on there, and we're gonna go ahead and keep on climbing. We'll set some more lighting in the cockpit. So as to actually see something. Drain the center tank pretty quickly. We don't need terrain on anymore. I don't think weather's really necessary at this stage. Yeah, we're still burning a lot of fuel. We'll burn less once we get closer to cruise and to cruise, which is always nice. This is a great job, by the way. 5 a.m., you know, flying. Short flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are passenger Escobar. Passenger Escobar. This is in regards to a special meal. Would you please identify yourself to a flight attendant? Passenger Escobar, please.
You know that this is based off the Zeeble mode when you hear that. Passenger Escobar. I mean, it's been years since I've heard that. Maybe not years, but still, it's been a long time. 737 Max 8. It's a pretty nice looking plane. God damn it. Got to mute the audio. I'm surprised it isn't climbing quicker, to be honest. I thought it usually does. You know what, there's still a tiny bit of fuel in the center tank. I'll drain that completely. You know what, that's enough. Let's drain now. $28,000 feet, and we're going all the way up to 38,000 feet actually today, so. We've still got a while to go. I forgot that this plane actually has its own chrono built in, so I don't actually have to start the clock, which is nice because I always forget that damn thing, and the one time I remembered is on the plane that has its own damn thing. And there's some planes that have that. The MD-11, of course, is another one. Sun's starting to come up now. I also forgot the Qatar jar ground handling livery because I was going to do this flight 12, and then I realized that the MAX 8 doesn't actually exist for 12. Not a very... I mean, this is technically ported over by somebody, but it didn't seem to... The flight model didn't seem to be very good. At least as good as this one. So I thought I'd just do it in 11 to be sure. I mean, people aren't really going to notice the difference anyway between 12 and 11. Maybe in daytime. But we'll see. I don't think I've done a night flight yet in 12, so I gotta do that at some point. It's 337 and the sun's starting to come up. Three 40 for 380. Almost there. Next up is GoBro. Great waypoint name. Does it have 640? Yeah, it does. Oh, also, this is ridiculous. From Amexa, we're going direct to passive, because I'm not doing that, frankly. I think that it's understandable that they have this, because oftentimes there's actually a lot of people who fly into Doha. But there's absolutely nobody flying into there on VATSIM right now besides me, and maybe someone else might be, just happen to be flying there. So for that reason, fuck that. I'm not gonna do this ridiculous left, right, up, down, pull your pants down, all that. Alright, 38. We're about to reach. Sun's really gonna come up actually by the time we get to Qatar, which is nice. How many miles do we have? 403, so about what, 1 hour? Yeah, 58 minutes it says, which is about right. We turned off the seatbelt sign, right? I'm pretty sure we did. Yes, we did. We're about to enter Saudi Arabian airspace, and I think we just did it. Go, bro. Go, bro. What a waypoint. the 737 MAX. It's handling this flight well. Sun is rising, but we're kind of running away from the sunrise going westbound. North, pretty much direct. Well, it's pretty northwesterly, actually. This is great. Nighttime flying in X-plane is the most fun experience on the entire planet. Um, 2:58. So what is that? 46 minutes from now. We should get ready for descent not too far from now. Also, I just realized that I forgot to set up Active Sky. Active Sky is still running, but I forgot to set up the route in it. That's okay. It's not going to make a big difference, to be honest. It does not make a very big difference at all. Also, I think I need to update Sim Toolkit Pro. Doesn't seem to understand some of these. I just need to update it, basically. Who's gonna get to Doha first, me or this Qatar 6 guy? Qatar 6 will get there first, apparently. But he has to do his downwind and all that, and I just come straight in. So because of that, he should still come first, but it'll at least be closer. And Tashkent is online for some reason. Tashkent. A lot of ATC in the US. A lot. There really is a lot of ATC online right now, actually. Just all over the world. Even Anchorage Center's online. Don't see them on very often. Edmonton's also online. Fucking Kangerlussuaq has Tower online because they have nothing to do in their lives, I guess. going at 459, which isn't bad. 0.81 as usual. Pretty fast. I think we're a little bit over halfway through the flight. We're basically halfway into the flight. But we gotta focus on our descent here soon. Get rid of some of these extra things here. There's no way Salalah only gets one flight from Europe, and it's Smart Wings flying from Bratislava. That's crazy. I mean, I know it's not a big place, especially compared to Muscat, but that's still crazy to me. 340 at 6, 10:09. We're landing on 3-4 left. It's also a faster taxi. We got remote stand. I think that the Maxes and the narrow bodies in general always get remote stands at Doha, which makes sense. Enzo 1 Lima on the arrival. Runway 34 left, the ILS. Should be Cat 3. Yes, it is. And the airport chart. Airport chart. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say the runway isn't very long compared to the other one, which is kind of true. The other one is 15,900 feet long, but this one is, you know, it's only 13,950 feet basically. So, but we actually are gonna aim to get off at Lima 6 or 7, so we don't go too far down. I'll set auto brakes 1 just to be safe. Also, it's best to use up some brakes. You know? I mean, that way, genuinely, we don't have to taxi so far. We'll see what gate assignment we get. One of these stands over here. I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much. 111.9, 336 on the course. 336 on the course. 111.9. Oh yeah, it's this guy. What do you mean, error? Oh shit. I forget that it's like that. You have to change the mode from ILS to, or from 4 to ILS or whatever. .93, 36. What other information? The decision I did is 0. I will said that. You never know what exploit is going to throw at you. That being said, it should be perfect day. Probably take visual from pretty far out. Hey, it's only giving me 100 miles to descend. That's a bit... what's the word? Aggressive, I guess? I don't know. I could have taken MCAT actually, but plus it is fine. The mix site wants me at 12,000. That's not happening. That's why the top of the descent's so late. How the hell do I, It's still pretty late, that top of descent. Density at 20,000 to a mix is impossible to make that target. There we go, now the top of descent's looking good. And we have no restrictions because I deleted a lot of the star that doesn't really need to be done. Oh, the sun's above the horizon now. Okay, level 380 still. Slight left turn to Migma, and we're actually getting really close to the top of descent now. Only I think about 70 miles. Yep, 68. Pretty good guess. Has that Qatar 6 started dropping his altitude? I don't think he has. Still at 37,000 feet, it looks like. .52 nautical miles to go. I'll go ahead and look at the QNH's 1009. 1009, and well, that's basically it. We're just gonna... I'll set my fixes, actually. Actually, I'll do this one. Our Romeo Whiskey 34L 10 20 and 100. Once we get within 100, I'll probably set 5 in there. Qatar 6 is really going to start descending if he wants to make it into Doha. Unless he's doing that whole ass star. Which I'm just skipping. what altitude are we descending down to now? Actually, we're descending to 3,500. Okay. I gotta look up again how to do beam points and stuff, and add my own waypoints because I forgot how to do that, which is kind of sad actually. But it's not gonna take too long to look that up at all. Okay, that Qatar 6 guy started his descent. I'm about to in just about 2 minutes. Oh shit, this thing just resets, so there's no point in even having that thing. The elapsed time is right here anyway. 1 hour has been elapsed since we left Salalah. What the hell is that? Or is that just a fucking UFO out here? We'll go with that. I don't actually know what that is. We should be starting our descent here, and well, basically right now. This is what I don't get about the VNav on these, how it's programmed. It does not start the descent on time. It starts just a few seconds too late. So then it immediately has to try to start catching up to the VNav path. And then, well, I mean, it caught up pretty quickly today in just 1,000 feet. So I guess it's fine. Actually, not 3,500, 2,500 feet even is what we're going down to. case of missed approach. Climb to 3,000. It's 330 now for 2,500. Yeah. Where's Qatar 6 going? He's okay. He's in that weird ass thing to go to 3-4 right. It looks like. Abu Dhabi Doha vacated on the wrong side in the max 8, funnily enough. I could have flown from there, actually. I should have done that. That would have been in real time. Qatari 7-4. Oh shit, I didn't check to see if they actually have... Oh, actually no they don't. It's just Qatari 11... Yeah, 1131. Okay, good. I forgot to check that, but... Because Qatar sometimes has that. To be fair, I did look at flight radar and I saw that... I guess I don't know. Maybe I subconsciously noticed it. Or that it didn't have that call sign that's different from the flight number, so I just took it how it was. Anyway, I can see that Qatar Peninsula, the start of it, I think at least. Or maybe not, maybe that's just that one bit of Saudi Arabia that kind of, there's a bay there. There's an airport down there as well. I'll forget it. I'll see it. We'll see it soon. Then the left. For those of you that might not notice. 26.5. Yeah, managing descent is not the forte of the 737s and X-Plane. The speed on the descent, rather. The VNAV is doing fine, but it's the speed that it never does well. I'll ding, I'll flip on the seatbelt sign.
Sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated
It's been switched on because we're about to land, you dumb fuck. Does this thing have PA announcements? Oh, it does. Let's see how this sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck here, we're on our descent. Seatbelt sounds going to be back for our rattle. If you're up and about, please return your seats, fasten your seatbelts. Still showing well ahead of schedule. Thanks again. Hope you have a nice week. Have you on air very shortly.
Such ass. Such complete ass these fucking announcements are. But they're hilarious at the same time. That's why I love them. Alright, 357, 19,015 is the transition, if I remember from the chart. Yeah, 13 actually. Damn it. It's the second time I made the same goddamn mistake. I say mistake, it's not really. $18,000 now. $63 miles out. You don't have to climb just because I set the fucking QNH, man. It's ridiculous. And stop setting the goddamn auto thrust to arm. Just keep it on FMC speed. I don't know why it's so fucking difficult. Still does it even though, and I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. It's always been in the X-Plane 737s, all of them, essentially. Then it retards the throttles, then it arms. I don't get it. I mean, doing that doesn't help. Nothing. I don't understand. It's in VNAV mode. It doesn't understand it. But we're at 10,000, so we'll flip on the landing lights and we'll switch the engines to continuous. Get the logo light on and the wing lights on. It's still. I mean, it's pretty bright out here, but you know, just in case. It's not crazy bright yet, so. Keep the speed at 240, you don't need to go below it. I mean, you're just gonna push the throttles all the way up now. See? Fucking plane. Anyway, we should be on the ground here in 10 minutes, or surely less than that even. Not 11, or well now it's 10. Is what it's suggesting. Now we're just following the coast here of Qatar and the airports in sight. I think that's the airport. Or is it? No, it's not actually. And the airport's closer there. Is that company in sight actually? That's not it, no. Oh fuck, there it is. I'm gonna have to descend all the way down to 2500 feet by there. Just get close to there. I gotta keep an eye now on this guy. He's not showing up on the TCAS. I would think that he has his transponder on, so I don't know why he isn't. Should be. 737 transponder, or the TCAS picks up everybody at a huge variation of altitude, basically. Turn on the turn-offs. I think he's turning. Yeah, he is. Nice weather update. Depicting the smog in this area, I suppose. .143 at flaps 30. And now he's on the TCAS. He's actually coming over to the left side, it looks like. Which is unnecessary to say the least. Flaps 1. Spoilers arm. Fucking drag, man. I need more drag. Flaps 2. No, we're still 18 miles out. I am concerned about this guy in front of us. Flaps 5. Slows us right down. He's definitely going. Well, actually, it's hard. Oh, he's on 3-4 right after all. No, I'm configured nice and early, aren't I? Oh, well, in that case, I'll take speed on my own. I mean, keep it at 180.
Thousand ago.
The two runways are actually closer together than I thought they would be on the ND here. Might as well set it on both sides. Cat 3 dual. I'll disconnect them both though once we get a little bit closer. But in case the fucking thing somehow gets worse, because it gradually kept getting worse, this smog here in Doha. Have it set on Cat 3 dual, but I'll probably remove it. Fly the land the plane visually after all this. Or manually, let's say. I should have the... No, actually I don't have the HUD. Because I hate that thing. It makes sense in real life. I totally understand it. It does not work in X-Plane. You're just on time, by the way. Flaps 10. 160 on the speed. What did I say for your F is? 143, okay. Gear. I said gear. Gear's coming down. Flaps 15. $25. And flaps 30. I got the airplane. And I got thrust as well. poppies indicate 3 reds, or sorry, 2 reds, 2 whites, but well now it's 3 reds, 1 white, but it was 2 reds, 2 whites, but I was well below the glide slope, so I don't know. Oh, and also the wind changed.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Burchell, suit 7.
And I'm back, as promised.
Welcome back. You're just in time.
I know.
The poppy lights and the glide slope are telling me 2 different things. So maybe the approach is, well, surely it isn't steeper because then the poppy lights would be adjusted.
Yeah, well.
Approaching 3, 4 left.
Also, the wind changed from a crosswind to a headwind, so now I'm way to the right, but I got that covered.
But the glide slope doesn't seem to be too much off.
It's good now. I got it back now. I just need to trim down.
I see.
Need to lower the speed a little bit.
400.
So how does the max flare?
More than the NG. A little
I
bit.
see.
Not a big difference. But you need more power on approach for sure.
Okay.
It flies a little bit different.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Came in with a bit too much speed.
Long landing. Long landing.
There we go.
1,000 feet remaining.
141, that's pretty good.
Apparently it bounced it according to X-Plane, which is
I see.
seems legit, you know. Okay. Still the reverse manual braking.
80 knots.
Make the high speed or not. Oh yeah, I have tiller.
Why not?
I have I was using rudder, but I have tiller because in America I don't have tiller. I forgot. So I'll make this one instead. Stable approach, thank you. Now, I was turning with the rudder and it wasn't turning enough, and then I remembered that I actually have a tiller here.
Yeah, 141 is pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
But you know, passengers nowadays are gonna be like, oh, that's so awful, the pilot sucks.
Well, yeah,
You know?
but that's because the passengers are about as smart as... Who's someone that's really stupid? What was that one guy? Captain Austin? Yeah, Captain Austin. You don't know him, but OG people will know Captain Austin. Wing light off. Isolation and APU bleed on. Flaps are retracting. These speed brakes are already down, but I'll make sure. Okay, good. We can, yeah, flight directors are off. Good. I think we're getting a remote stand, which is alright.
Yeah, anyways, that test that I actually sent you way back, it's based on the same, like, type of puzzles as the Mensa ones.
Yeah. I tried
pretty good,
doing it,
yeah.
it didn't work. It didn't give me the result. Like, I did it and everything, it just didn't give me the results. It was weird.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would prefer doing, you know, the ones that Mensa actually made themselves. They actually work.
Yeah, makes sense.
There's,
Shit.
Yeah, no, really, it definitely does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Slowly turning.
What are you guys doing?
Taxiing to the gate.
I'm sure back from flying.
You know what I was gonna say? It's so different. The Tolus and this, how it responds to braking and stuff. I hate that.
Same.
Alright. Okay. This is such a great place, Doha. Don't you think?
What's wrong with the tallest one?
No, it brakes really aggressively. Then this one, it doesn't brake at all when I go on the brakes. Like, relatively. I don't know how it is compared to real life. I don't know if the Airbus has much stronger manual brakes than the Boeing, but I wouldn't think that it'd be such a huge difference. But also on this one, it's more gradual. So if I slam the brakes, it stops pretty quickly, but it's more gradual. On the Tolus, it's more sudden.
Like on all the Toluses, Airbuses, or just
All of them.
Yeah, well, you know, these guys, they like try to represent the Airbuses in the most realistic terms, in terms of like systems and stuff, but you know, in terms of the flying characteristics themselves, they kind of have their own styles of making them, you know.
Yeah.
And in terms of like how it handles in every state of flight, like taxiing, flaring,
Yeah.
climbing, descending.
He wants
and
me
stuff.
more to the right, or is that just being idiot? Oh no, it's just being stupid, this guy. Oh shit, wrong button.
Yeah, the Phoenix has been flying like shit lately. A lot of IRL pilots, I mean allegedly, IRL pilots have said, you know, that it's flying unrealistically, especially in the flare part and stuff.
Yeah. I think I missed my spot. That's okay.
But
No
it's
one's
been
gonna
improved,
notice.
and I think it's gonna be gradually improved,
Yeah.
especially with the latest update that came a month ago. It's pretty good. It's harder to land than the fly-by
Shit.
Avioman, of course, but you know, it's fine. Now, I would say that the Phoenix 320 is the most reliable aircraft in the Microsoft Flight Simulator at the time.
Well, I mean, that's a very low bar, though.
At this moment, you know.
That's a very low bar.
Yeah, but you know, I rarely have any bugs with it, like, in terms of the flight model or the systems, like I have in the ATR.
The ATR.
Yeah. It's not something that could be specified as high fidelity, but you know, it's pretty close.
Is it?
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's a 600.
What about the 737 though? The PMDG, shouldn't they be pretty good?
It's pretty good. I've experienced a few bugs with it, of course, but you know, rarely. You know, I had some Reno bugs.
Yeah.
I started the descent when it wanted me to. I mean, it started it automatically, and then it was way off when I did a shortcut. It showed like that I was on profile, but I was like 3,000. You know.
And then that one time in
database issues, yeah.
East Midlands.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Look at this, it's beautiful.
Looks pretty good.
The 737 MAX looks pretty good, I gotta say.
Me too. But I wish they would have the mask. You know.
I mean, no one's stopping them from painting the damn thing on there.
I mean, have you seen like Air Canada 737 MAX?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they
with the
look
black mask.
Yeah.
I think it looks even better with that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody else has it though. None come to mind.
A lot of newer 320 Neos and 321 Neos have it.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's only gonna be a matter of time before Finnair's gonna order some 321 Neos.
Probably. Watch them order the
320
Max
Neos.
instead.
Sorry, what?
Watch them order the Max instead.
Well, according to my sources, it's not very probable to happen, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't see how it
For
is very
Finnair.
probable. Okay,
I mean,
this.
they've had Boeing aircraft before.
Yeah, but not many. The 757 basically is it.
And Boeing MD-11, so to speak.
Well, if you want to get technical.
Yeah, technical. Yeah, that's the word. Boeing MD-80s.
That just sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, replay time. I disconnected, right? Yes. Okay, good.
Yeah, Boeing 737, Boeing 757, Boeing DC-8, Boeing DC-9, Boeing
You
DC-10.
can't even call those Boeing in any way.
Boeing MD-11, Boeing MD-8.
If that's a bounce, then I'm the Pope. I'll put it that way. That's one thing that X-Plane can still work on. But I think it's especially in the 737 it does that easily. Where it doesn't like to stick on the ground at all. To be fair though, the runway does also slope down slightly, so that's part of it. It was a pretty nice flight.
Good.
But you can hear even in the replay. I mean, we have the leap here, and you can hear how much sound it's making compared to the NG.
So Boeing engineers were lying again.
Well, I mean, I'm using much more power. At the same thrust level, it is quieter. You can notice it's quieter, but it uses so much thrust to land. And hey, you know the Neos are the same.
Of course.
Do you know why that might be? Is it because the engines just create huge drag or something? At low altitude?
I mean, Boeing said that they are quite good in terms of aerodynamics.
Yeah, I guess.
But they lied when they said that it's completely the same with the 737NG in terms of aerodynamics. It's not.
I mean, clearly, it can't be with this enormous engine like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just impossible.
You know, another solution would have been to put the wings a bit higher. You can see that there's a lot of space.
That would affect the aerodynamics even more, though.
Yeah, but you know, a little bit.
I think this is technically the most ideal solution. For what they were working
I
with.
mean, for the budget, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. For keeping the 737 as a 737 and not making, I don't know, the 710-7. Or the 797. Or the 7X7.
I mean, the rumors say, you know, that they're going to replace the 737 MAX in its entirety in the 2030s.
Well, I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? 2030s, late 2030s, 2040s, early 2040s, late 2030s.
Yeah, they're probably gonna be around for a long time after 2030s, but cease the production and stuff.
Well, not even cease the production, but just start production of the replacement and then cease the production shortly after. Maybe start production of the replacement in the late 2030s and cease production in the early 2040s or something. I don't know. But they still make NGs, so there you go.
Yeah, for the military.
They still make 767s too.
Yeah.
And
without the winglets as standard.
Yeah, yeah. And that's not even for the military. They'll still make a passenger 767 if someone orders it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
They make cargo ones still, 300s, and then the military spec 200s.
Oh yeah. They're
Huh.
tankers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure though if someone is brave enough to order a passenger 300, they'd still make it for them.
Could be.
That's crazy to me. I mean, the 767 is a great plane.
Yeah, it is. But Boeing wanted the 787 to be its replacement.
Yeah, I mean, it is its replacement for the most part.
So why wouldn't the operator pick the 78 instead, if he could get it at the same price, or slightly higher,
Well,
Doesn't
they
make a
do.
difference.
No one orders the 767 except for cargo. And it's better for cargo, still.
Yeah, the performance is quite remarkable.
767 is very good
Even
for cargo.
nowadays,
You know the 757, you know how they say that it burns a lot of fuel?
It's false.
It doesn't. It burns almost nothing. When I fly transatlantic with the 757, I'm surprised by how little it burns, actually.
Yeah, for the time it was the most efficient airliner when
By
it was
far, yeah. But
released in
it's
the
just
80s.
it's just that the Neo burns basically nothing. That's why the 757 isn't used anymore. But the 757 burns very little for being such a capable plane that it is.
Yeah, I wonder why Finnair got rid of them so early.
Well, it made sense for Finnair because they only had 4, right? And then
No, they had more. Let me check.
I think they only had 4. But they only had a few, and
No, they had 7.
did they have 7?
A firm.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, 7's enough then. But it was the only Boeing plane that they had, which is probably the reason why they got rid of them.
Yeah, but they
Fleet
could have,
simplification
waited a
is
bit.
Of course they could have.
Did some charter flights with it, and they could have saved some money by not having the pilots of the 75s transitioned to the A320s so early.
Yeah.
And their youngest plane was like barely 10 years old at the time it was
You know what the
retired.
problem with Finnair was? With the 757 with Finnair?
Well, what?
Wrong engines.
Oh, why is that?
They used Pratt & Whitney's instead of Rolls-Royce. That being said, I mean, they were both good,
Oh,
but the
yeah.
Rolls-Royce was better than the Pratt & Whitney.
Mm.
I still believe to this day that the Rolls-Royce is far superior to the Pratt & Whitney.
Oh, is that because Trump said so?
No, it's because I said so. Trump would never say that. Pratt & Whitney's American and Rolls-Royce is British. Trump would never say that.
Yeah, he actually did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Really?
There's this documentary of his 757. He was like, I really wanted the Rolls-Royce ones and that, so I was really happy to be able to have the ones with the Rolls-Royce.
Well, you see, he's right. He's right, He's a smart
Yeah,
man
of
for
course.
saying that.
I mean, he's certainly not stupid as some individuals say.
He knows his engines better than the people. You know what's crazy? I was reading something about some idiots who didn't know anything about planes and saying, "Oh, look at this idiot with the 757 old technology instead of a 747." Yeah, the 757 can fly to LaGuardia. Try getting that 747 into there. Impossible. That's why he still has it. It's a damn good plane.
Yup.
But that's gonna do it for this stream. Completely
And he
irrelevant.
needs to fly to the court hearings, you know. So
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. I'm gonna see you guys later, probably tomorrow. Do some kind of operation. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope to see you guys next time, and goodbye. Once I find YouTube. There you go. And yeah, see you next time, and goodbye.